Small Interview Project today. We're talking to Johanna Jansen from Time
Hi
Mine.
Johanna, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
That's good, thank you for doing my small interview project with me. Time Mine, tell me all about Time Mine. What do you do?
Well, basically, I simplify lives.
Okay, how do you do that?
By training professionals to adjust their workflow in a very lean and simple way.
Right.
They get ahead of what they're doing, they get proactive, they have a clear view of all their commitments,
Right.
and they can prioritize effortlessly,
Okay.
basically.
Yep.
So it's time management, but it's beyond time management because it's not just getting the time right, it's also getting, it's stress-free productivity.
So what type of person, or are you dealing mainly with people, or do you deal with organisations, or?
At the moment I'm basically training individuals,
Right.
individual professionals.
Yep.
And I do teams as well,
Okay.
if I get the chance. I would even love to talk in front of a big audience.
Okay.
But it hasn't happened in Australia so much. I've done a few gigs, but not
Okay.
on a weekly basis, and that would be wonderful.
Okay. And you did just give away the little secret. You're clearly not Australian, so you've done this in your past life?
Absolutely, yeah, in the Netherlands.
In the Netherlands, okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I used to work for the Dutch government.
Right.
I was a sustainability expert. I'm a biologist.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And my responsibility would be to make the Dutch government policy more sustainable.
Okay.
And I found that, well, we could have the biggest bang for our dollar if we would just address our time, energy, the taxpayers' money sustainably.
Right.
So I basically changed my ways from sustainable policy to work, like how do you work?
Okay, so you
how
transferred
can you
that skill
approach
set
work?
into... Yeah.
I couldn't work sincerely on that goal if I wouldn't challenge my own ways of working.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the secret to time management?
I stick very close to getting things done methods.
Right.
Are you aware of what it is?
Getting things done? I know about the concept of getting things done, but not the actual method.
Right. Well, it's a method where you have a relatively simple organization of your workflow that is not simplistic, because that will make your work more complicated.
Right.
And that's not too over-organized, because that would compromise your flexibility. And it is seamless, so
Okay.
nothing falls between the cracks, and it reminds you on the right time, at the right time, on the right things.
Okay.
So you are never like your calendar.
Yeah.
Your calendar reminds you
Sure.
of your appointments at the right time.
Yep.
Well, same does this system, but with every commitment in
Okay.
your life.
Wow.
So it's well, I wouldn't know how to survive with that.
Yeah, okay. Intriguing. I could probably take the whole interview out talking about your time management strategies, but I'd better go into the 5 questions for you, Johanna.
No worries.
Tell me, why did you go into business?
Well, it was a natural process. Just I spoke about it just before. I enjoyed my the activities that I had during my job as a sustainability expert. I enjoyed them a bit more than my core business, which was writing reports.
Right.
I found that I was good at it. I found that I had an added value. So I gradually sort of moved into it. My employer at that time, the Dutch government, gave me the opportunity to develop those skills and talents.
Right.
So, and I was taking on gigs from anywhere within the government.
Okay.
And at the point where I got requests from outside the government,
Yep.
my employer said, well, how about you just start your own business? So it went really
So sort of
organically.
naturally grew into
Yeah.
it and evolved from that.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. If you had your time over again, would you do anything differently?
Yes.
Yeah, well, it's not just a one-word answer. You got to tell me what you do differently.
When you grow up and you go to school, the things that you get grades for, the academic skills,
Yep.
are generally the ones that you value most in yourself. But my true talents are not very academic. They're
Right.
soft and social skills
Yep.
and organizing.
Yes.
Since I had my own room, I've been organizing it so it was serving its purpose properly.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's just something that because I've always done it, I don't even know I do it.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of skills that really give me my added value.
Okay.
And if I would have listened to that a bit more and a bit less to the teachers who said, well, you're not very good at French. No, I'm not. So yeah, that I would have, if I would have been more sensitive towards those talents,
Sure.
I would have made that change a lot
Okay.
sooner, I
Okay.
think.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And what's your biggest challenge in business?
Well, I overcame one,
Right.
so and I have one now. So
Okay.
if you mind,
Yeah,
if you
tell
don't
us
mind,
about
well,
that. Yeah.
the one that I've overcome is when you. What was I going to say?
You challenge you overcame.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I was a trainee with the Dutch government,
Okay.
and we had coaches in front of us every week, a
Right.
day every week. We were trained.
Okay.
So there was a trainer in front of me. And I was always thinking, because I was brought up as a biologist and I was now doing sustainable stuff, and I just thought it wasn't for me.
Right.
Like training people and coaching.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
and just realizing it was for me and I could make the change. That was just such an eye-opener.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I was subconsciously always thinking like, I want your job. But I didn't allow that thought because I was trained to be a specialist in environment. So
Okay.
so overcoming
Yep.
that obstacle basically, that was the biggest challenge so far. The one that I haven't overcome yet is attracting the prospects that I
okay.
want
Sure.
and that are waiting for my service.
They're out there somewhere.
Yeah, they are the
So
busy, time-poor, high achievers who want to make the most of their lives,
Right.
improve their quality of their time,
Yep.
and reduce their stress to
Okay.
achieve even more. Like the
Okay.
really ambitious people who are keen to improve the quality of life.
So is that challenge in attracting the prospects sort of in general or attracting the right ones?
Attracting those that I just
Yeah, the right
described.
ones, yeah. You're
And
sorry.
I think it's called attraction marketing.
Yep.
I'm just getting into it a
Okay.
little bit, but that's the biggest challenge at this point.
I'm sure you'll get there. I'm sure you'll get there. How do you balance working on your business versus in your business? Because
Well, basically, this is what I train my clients
right.
to do this. I am personally, well, I'm modeling this behavior as accurately as I can.
So I hope you've got some good time management strategies to work
yeah.
on your business.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, I use a focus filter basically for everything that comes my way.
Right.
And my focus filter is made up out of a couple of layers, and you could compare it to using different horizons. When you are high up, you can see very far, but when you go lower, you can observe more details.
Yep.
But it's the same landscape.
Okay.
And if the details are not aligned with the higher view,
Yeah.
you're doing something wrong.
Okay.
So I teach my clients, and I'm practicing this myself, obviously, to make sure that what I do now, like what I do now is the actions that I'm performing today and tomorrow,
Yeah.
basically, that will align with my purpose and my vision,
Yeah.
so it contributes to it.
Okay.
So I don't get distracted by, distractions that lead me away from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. I like that analogy, it's good. And my last question for you, Johanna, is what advice would you have for somebody who's considering going into business?
Well, if you're only considering, so like you're in a job.
I'm ready to go. Okay, well, someone
Yeah.
I want to go to business, so what advice would you give me?
Well, don't procrastinate,
Yeah.
because if you have an idea, you might be every moment you're not working on it is a waste of time, basically. So don't make up an excuse. Well, I'm now working on this project with my boss, so I'll finish the project. And that's just an excuse.
Yeah.
So don't do that. And don't get caught in the busy trap.
Okay.
So that's when you know you are responding to yesterday's emails rather than working on tomorrow's strategy and beyond, you are caught in the busy trap and you're not really getting out. And I can help you to get out.
Excellent. Johanna, very insightful answers, and look, thank you very much for taking part in the small interview project, and
My
good luck
pleasure.
with overcoming those challenges, and good luck with getting those targeted leads that you're after as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.